And when I saw that I can do that in this industry, it gave me such a calm. I was like, oh, you mean I can build this and I can help people and I can show them how to do it, and then they're direct to me and I don't have to like hold trade secrets, right? I can completely share it. And, the company we're in is such an abundance mindset. So it's like, once I got the ego out the way, it was like, man, you help enough people get what they want, you always get what you want.
Mm-hmm. What is up? Welcome back to the CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. Today we are live in studio in Springfield, Missouri. Before we move to my new studio next week, the last interview I ever have in this studio, bro. No pressure.
No pressure.
Please welcome from South Carolina, Javon Spencer.
Hey.
What is up, man?
Oh, man. Blessed to be here. Appreciate you for having me. Man, I knew from watching all the interviews that I was not about to let the first one be a Zoom. I'm coming out.
Let's go, man. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Man, dude, you guys need to keep following this cat. It's going to be a great interview. For those that don't know, okay, Javon owns and runs Spencer Financial Group, and also with Betsy runs Level Up Leads. And so what's really cool about this interview is started out as a successful agent, built an agency, and now is helping agents get in front of clients. And so it's crazy. Like, dude, you've been around the whole gambit of this thing, man. Like, it's cool though that you're not like just a random marketer. Like, you've had success in the industry, and now you are helping others with that.
And still in the industry.
And still doing it, yeah. And still personally producing.
My wife won't let me not write 20 grand. Oh man, you don't want that. It don't matter how big Level Up gets. Betsy and I, we're always going to write business. So
that's freaking cool, man. I can't say like, I'm doing a bunch of other stuff now, events, speaking, all this stuff. I haven't
leave it for us. We got it, Cody.
You can take it. You guys are getting all the clients. You guys are getting all the hot leads and clients anyway.
Leave
right?
it. We got it covered.
I love it.
It's nothing. We got it.
How long have you been in the industry?
Man, 6 years.
Dude, you've accomplished a lot for 6 years, man. Wow.
6 years.
You move quick.
I almost did make it in the industry.
Seriously.
No, seriously.
That surprises me. Yeah. Charismatic, professional, cool dude.
Yeah, but I walked in broke in, no money. Went straight into mortgage protection where you have to have money. All I had was hustle.
Yeah, it's expensive. That's an expensive market to break into. Yeah.
Intro. That was what I walked into.
That's crazy, dude.
It was.
So how much? Like when you say broke, like how much money do you have to your name when you first joined? Do you think?
I had $14 in my bank account.
Shut up.
But I had $200, but I took out the $200 because I knew the overdraft was coming. So I wanted to catch it before the overdraft came. So I took the cash out and left the $14, and I just ended up letting Wells Fargo, borrow from them, my personal overdraft bank. Yeah.
Jeez, man. Either way, $14 or $200, broke. Right? Yeah. And then when you say broke in, like, to get a little vulnerable, what are some of the things that you had been through before you jumped into this?
Oh man, Cody, before insurance, I owned a dealership.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was in the car business, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, was in the car business. Had a brilliant idea of opening up a motorcycle dealership. Ask me if I rode motorcycles, Cody.
No, I did. No.
No, right? Just thought it was a great idea. Saw a void in the market and went all in. Wow. And became, never was in a business where it imploded on the inside. Grew so fast, so big, and it popped. And messed up floor plan and had to file bankruptcy. $1.2 million. And I'm talking about paying people. It was, and I was right under 30, had no mentor. Seriously. Just at it.
How old are you now?
37.
Dude, you're getting old, bro.
I got an 18-year-old, Cody. I was like, wow.
It's still relative. I mean, compared to the average insurance agent, you're still really young. Yeah. So that's good.
So when I came in, that happened. Never wanted to touch another business. So the broken part was never wanting to touch another business ever again. And once you go through that, once you have to let people go, once you have to,
it sucks, dude. Yeah,
it's probably the worst thing I've ever.
Sucks so bad.
But I don't owe it. I didn't owe any person, So thank God that bankruptcy just was dealing with floor plans and inventory and all that stuff. So it really paints a better picture of how we conduct our business now by having digital versus motorcycles all over the place, and so never wanted to touch another business. Came into the insurance industry, and it's a business. Whoa, I don't want to be in business. I just want to produce. I just want to make money. I want the 6-figure lifestyle that I'm seeing all these people have, and that was the grinding factor.
Wow,
fresh,
crazy.
Out. So,
what was it about the industry that attracted you? Like, how did you get hired into this thing?
The simplicity of it, right? Going, coming from the car business, that direct hand in hand. So I came in kneecap to kneecap, right? That was my thing. I was Grant Cardone trained.
Let's go.
Uncle G taught me how to close, which definitely did not help me with emotional selling, but car business world, it was, but that gap between, bankruptcy and insurance, I was in real estate, and real estate was rookie of the year with Keller Williams. And, it was they were cheering, and I was like, you're cheering? I didn't even crack 80 grand. And I was like, if this is what we're cheering about, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm not going to do this. If you're cheering because I hit 80 grand, but then you realize most realtors don't sell 2-3 houses a year. So that was when I was like, okay, found an amazing mentors that spoke my language. They were in the car business like me. They were in the finance company. They had dealerships, right? That was really the epiphany. Like, if I didn't find them, I wouldn't have been in the industry, at all. Like, we relate still to this day so close. They were integral, like completely, it's almost like the story was a lie. It was like, I own power, but you did. I did too. It was like, I did too. Wow. I did. I had car. I did too. I was like, wow. Right. So, cool. A regular career builder ad that just spoke completely. The Lord did that one. There was no doubt about that to me. So, now I got mentorship, and that's why my business failed. Lack of mentorship. It was just by the seat of your pants. Got a good idea at 12 o'clock, is implemented by the next day by noon, and now you got a whole new division. And that was completely different here. The structure in the insurance industry, and really just that kneecap to kneecap, being able to help a family, but also call for help. Right. That was nothing that I've ever had. And then the income opportunity by just us being able to help. I like in the car world, if they get a good deal, I feel salty. If I get a good deal, they feel salty. Insurance world was the first world I was ever in that everybody got a good deal and no one walked away salty.
That's a really good point, because I feel like I would either walk away like happy or disappointed when I bought cars. You're right, man. I remember that. Someone
always got, but not in insurance world. You're protecting that family. You're helping. And once I recognized, once I had my first death claim, that was when it went from I'm in here for the money till I'm in here for wow. And my first death claim was one of my family members. So I was able to see behind the scenes of, it's not just the policy. It's not just it's not just APV. It's not like that clicked completely, that I was able to help my aunt completely. That's awesome. From head to toe. And if it wasn't for me, it would have been horrible. Right? There was no GoFundMe's, no fish fries. There was none of that firsthand, and have that transition. And it's not just what we do and we say, oh, you see the death claim. That's it, right? Most agents, that's where it stopped. No, it can't. I'm at the death claim. I'm at the funeral. I'm even after. This is my actual relative that I happen to protect. And once I saw that, it was game over. I think it just
That's awesome.
it put the battery in my back that if agents want to take this serious, I'm all in. I can help you, because I saw my first death claim. Now it's been plenty more, but then I understood that the interaction with the client, they're really, how I look at it, they're really deciding who's going to take care. They're hiring you to take care of their family when they're not here. And once I understood that was the job, the job is not meeting, the job is not leads, the job is, are you going to pick up the phone when I'm not here?
It's powerful.
And once I recognize that, I'm the best person for the job. I'm going to take care of your family when you're not here, and I'm going to take care of the kids. I'm going to make sure that when it comes to these dollars and cents of what you're signing up for, that's going to be covered for you. And once that was there, it was game over. You know, it was eat, breathe, sleep. What's your hobby? You know, figuring out this business. You know, now we're on the fun part. You know, disrupting, doing fun things since the wires. You know, the game got reset after COVID. You know, it just changed on us. So now we can take a lot of those feelings and emotions and just make it a lot faster with tech. But to the core, that's why I can't get out the field. I really can't. It's my therapy. You know, it's like, man, I'm kind of down. Let's go talk to someone, help someone. You know, let's help a family because they're asking for help, and then you in turn feel better on that. So that's kind of what I saw, what I'm super passionate about, and kind of relay that message and just look for other people that want to do the same thing.
Totally. If like when you look back at your first year in insurance, like what was that first day, first week, first month? Like what all happened? What did that look like for you?
Oh my gosh. Do we have to?
You don't want to revisit that. You're like, dang.
Man, it was.
I mean, were you were rookie of the year in real estate? Did you feel like you were rookie of the year in insurance?
Absolutely not. Oh my goodness. I walked in with an ego. I mean, I remember it was horrible. I thank my uplines to this day, because I say anytime I hire someone that's anything like me, I say, oh my gosh, how did y'all deal with me? Like, because you recruit who you are, not who you want to be. Yeah. So if I get someone that's just like me, I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, was I like that? He's like, yeah, you were. You know, so I walked in, couldn't tell me anything, but I was super competitive. So my whole first year, 2 years, all I wanted to do was beat my mentor. Like, I woke up to tell, like, you do $2,000, I'm gonna do 3. Like, you know, and that was what I needed. I had a running buddy fresh out the gate, you know. And it was funny because how it transformed. I'm chasing Mike Rife. Shouts out Mike Rife, my mentor. Awesome. And I'm chasing him up and down. You know, they were still kneecap to kneecap. This 2017, 2018. You know, in homes, and I beat him, Cody. I beat him. Wow. I beat him one year, and then I looked, and my other mentor, his wife, Christine Wright, built $1 million organization, and I was not recruiting at the same time. So I'm chasing production. She's doing recruiting, and I'm like, okay. It was one of those Jackie Chan moments, like he kicked me, and then like, who hit me? Like it was. Yep. And then she's like, you got to do both.
Something clicked.
I don't like to lose. You know?
Yeah. Where does that come from? You're very competitive. I can feel it. You've heard it multiple times.
I don't even know. I wish I could.
Sports?
I didn't play nothing formal. Okay. No, nothing formal. But man, it's just. I think it probably clicked in around that Cardone time. Like when I was in my Cardone University days, and you know, understanding the psyche and just even not even recognizing that I'm doing it, but just following what Grant's saying. It just became do it. Why not? Why not you? Why not you? If it's going to be someone, why not you? So it just, you know, bred that, and have 2 sons, and you know, just if they can get a glimpse of that not going to lose, which they have it.
They're a little competitive too.
Oh, they have it. You know? So now
they're 18
and 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. 11's a fun age, man. Yeah. 18's like a wake up year, you know.
He's on the phones. He's dialing.
Oh, he's working.
Is he working?
Let's go.
Oh man, he is working, and he's this time next in a couple of weeks he'll have his insurance license.
That's amazing.
So I'm like, let's knock it out.
That's amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. I got it when I was 19 as an intern.
Really?
And then 20 as a first full year of it as an agent. Yeah. It was good, dude. I'm glad I did. Started at a young age, man. Like that. I loved it. Yeah.
Say, hey, get it, have it. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Amen. So when you look back on your first, what do you think you wrote your first month at this?
Not much, because I didn't have any money, so I went straight to social media. So
it was just like warm market, friends, family,
all warm market,
Project 100, whatever everybody calls them. Yeah.
Yep. And less than probably $2,000. I would say it was just.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I remember my first app. That was literally, I spent the money in my head as soon as I walked out the door. I wrote it and was like, did the math, the Cardinal did the math, and at the gas station, like, whoa, that was just that rush of wow.
It is a rush. What would you remember how much it was?
It's like $600 that never happened because it got declined.
Oh.
But I spent it.
Oh.
It was gone. I was
Even worse.
it was the worst. Yes, I was like, what? They can get declined? Oh, okay. And, back at it, so yeah, it was definitely the hard knocks of it, but wouldn't, if anything, wouldn't change that part, because that is actually how we transitioned into, level up and everything, like social media, like constantly just living out there. A lot of what you do, just being not secret agents, right? Just not being a secret agent. Just never was. Like I lived on my Facebook page, the other platforms as well, but lived there. So being there, and even with introducing to the business, was huge. Definitely, because I knew I was going to be successful at it.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to ever say that I didn't invite someone to it.
Right.
So as long as I did that, it was fine.
What's your organization look like today?
Well, we're on pace for our first $1 million year.
Let's go, man.
All level up leads. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. That's been dream come true. That's for awesome. Just someone who took a while to recruit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
what were some of the pieces that you felt like you had an ego about, or that you struggled with as an agent, like in your first several months, first year, as you look back, and there are kind of some pitfalls maybe you could help some other agents avoid a little bit?
Yeah. Activity,
That's a big one.
Not listening to my mentors, walking in to prove them wrong when they are here to help me. They have no reason not to.
Yeah, if you prove them wrong, they win.
Yeah.
As long as you're successful, yeah.
But
in a good way, yeah.
I didn't. That was the biggest thing. Lack of activity, like being lazy, not putting here's it one. Thinking that you can close so well that you're going to sell 100% of the time. So you're only doing this 5 or 6 appointments because 5 or 6 sales are all you need. Not doing 10, 15 appointments so that God forbid someone tells you no, that was probably the biggest devastation. And a lot of eye-opening, delayed gratification. One thing my wife always teaches me is from early on, delayed gratification. Like, hey, if you sacrifice this, had to get this repo, Cody, I walked in here ridiculous. I promise you, I don't think I would hire me back then. Like it was bad. I didn't want to, get rid of, that other lifestyle, and had a hard time overcoming that. We're starting fresh.
Yeah.
And then, and thank God I had that mentor, because he let me know, Spencer, if you give this up now, you'll be able to buy whatever you want in 5 years. And I had to trust someone who, and it hurt. It hurt a lot, but I did it. because I recognized he had what I wanted. He had the time, his family, he had that, and I saw it firsthand, and when I did that, it hurt. It hurt a lot. Had a household.
Yep.
Everything came in off my pen. Chargeback could mean the difference between, paying someone, or more leads, So that was the toughest, to understand the business while you're in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when did it click and things started to trend up a little bit, you think?
I think for me, trying to think of a time where I don't want to say like a contract level that it clicked, but it just clicked when I really got absorbed, like understanding what it is that we did. Not just like, let me see if I can answer it better. Like, it clicked better when my family was on board. Like, it wasn't just me doing it, when everyone understood what Dad's doing. Right? So it wasn't like, because I would be embarrassed to have a chargeback, or be embarrassed to convince my wife that, hey, babe, we really got 3 months before the mortgage really, like it's 3 months before it really has to be paid. Like, I know they're calling, but I know they're looking for their payment, but it's really like, once we got out of that hole and got, disciplined to that, and everything, clicked there, and it was no longer like, this is just the business. Because when I walked in not recognizing the business. It was really hard there. So once the family's like, you know what, we're fighting, you need to earn the ownership, with our company. That was a huge deal, because it stays in our family. And with the power sport dealership, when that failed, that was what I thought I was giving to my sons, right? So imagine, wiping that out, and I'm like, I gotta build something that can stay in my family forever, even beyond me, right? And it's not just a life insurance policy. Yeah, we have those, but that's gonna have a zero at the end. How do you start worrying about the passive side, right? And when I saw that I can do that in this industry, it gave me such a calm. I was like, oh, you mean I can build this, and I can help people, and I can show them how to do it, and then they're direct to me, and I don't have to like hold trade secrets, right? I can completely share it. And the company we're in is such an abundance mindset. So it's like, once I got the ego out the way, it was like, man, you help enough people get what they want, you always get what you want. And I was like, I'm open book. I became like like just a celebrity, just jumping. Like, I would talk to anyone to help, because I know if I help you, you might recruit someone that will help my future recruit, and we're all in this together. So once I saw that, it was like, okay. So it started clicking when it became, I'm in it. There's no plan B. So I don't really know when it clicked. I just knew I never saw anyone leave the industry to go do something better that they really love.
Yeah.
And I always ask, you'll see people fall off. Hey, what are you doing now? Oh, I'm doing, right? It's always that deep, like, and I was like, man, I'm not going to fail because I'm not disciplined.
Yes.
I'm not going to fail because I'm disciplined. I wanted to quit I was even given permission to quit. My wife looked at me and said, babe, this is, and when I recognized and understood, I can't. That was the turning point, was when I'm just not going to quit, because I'm only quitting because I'm refusing to get disciplined enough to be successful.
Yeah.
It's not the industry. It's too many people that's successful around us.
True.
Even coming in undercapitalized is not a reason. So now you're seeing so much of the DNA over what Level Up is all about, because this was what we went through. And man, we know that struggle is needed, but it's such a different time that the struggle, there's some things that you're going to struggle regardless, but there's certain things that can be avoided. with the proper mentorship, which if they would have just, I know I would probably been beyond my second million year, if I would have listened to my mentors the first time. But you go through seasons of, I'm gonna try it my way, try it this way. But grateful they never threw it in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now you have created Level Up Leads.
Yep.
With you and Betsy Barr.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's in Hawaii. You're in South Carolina, like 5 hours apart or something, like 6 hours apart.
6 hours every day. I try to convince her to go back to Tennessee, but it's not working.
Okay, not yet. And how did that come about?
Man, just grassroots marketing, right?
Yeah.
Just constantly. We would do our debt elimination programs, and it was just like literally us talking to, again, social media. You got a new product, what do? Go straight to the world. And then she would do it, I would do it, and we just started having like round tables with a mutual friend, Jordan Gillum, as well. And we would do this, and next thing you know, it was like, wow, this is interesting, this is cool. Then, man, we took a marketing program together and did it together, and she blew it out the water, and I was struggling, and I found it, and I was like, man, that's not right. And then we was like, you know what, back to the drawing board, and we just went to the drawing board. And Cody, when we recognize really quickly, when I do it, it's good. When she does it, it's good. But when we do it together, oh my goodness, it's crazy. And then of course, having the abundance mindset, it was like, it literally takes an hour to be like, wow, I can do it for my agents. And then she said, well, I can do it for my agents. And then we'll just sit back like, well, we can do it for the industry. And then when we take the approach of how do you help the industry, see,
that's a bigger thing, man. Yeah.
It becomes that, and we don't stop, right? It doesn't stop. So definitely grateful for her, definitely grateful, for our spouses that deal with so much time with us sitting on Zoom and dreaming and visualizing. And we, it took us a year of our company being open before we even met.
Wow.
All Messenger and Zoom for a year.
Crazy.
During COVID, putting this thing together.
Crazy. So this has been together for almost 4 years?
3.
Yeah. That's great.
I guess we count 4 all the back end stuff because, she was doing marketing, I was doing marketing. That's how we know what works. That's how we know, the training. Like, we didn't just start it. So when we came to the world, we were already, deep in. Our agencies were already our beta testers for shouts out to the agents. Oh Lord, they went through some campaigns, it was rough, but how you figure out the scripting. But that's kind of how that, came to be really well. So virtually, and, she believes, so our business is so preyed upon, like literally the proper prey, not the opposite prey.
Yeah,
but,
there you go.
So we'll have, family meetings, right? That structure that was needed, that I've already saw how not having structure failed. So I grateful that first bankruptcy took place, because now we know what mentorship we have, our core values. And it's so simple. Our core values is to help insurance agents be more profitable, more successful, using systems to empower the agent. So it makes it so easy to look at something and say, will this help the agents of the life insurance industry? Yes, let's do it. If it's no, Mike, no.
Yeah.
So when you have that, which took a lot of time to figure out, what your core values are of a business. But man, once that got aligned, it became so easy. So good. Yeah.
So good. And you guys are always working on new stuff, by the way. Like, the creativity is impressive. Like, it's really cool to see.
It's kind of bad.
You were showing me something a few minutes ago that I don't think we can release yet, but that was cool, bro. That was cool.
We can't release it yet, but it's coming. I promise you, we're releasing in Dallas, man.
Let's go, man.
Yeah,
I would love that.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, but what we have released so far, this, is the Power Dollar. We have the Level Up Power Dollar, which, oh my goodness, Cody, we have so many agents that we know that if they just dial, will be successful.
True.
right? And
True.
that's the part of the industry that will never change.
Yeah.
So we're like, how can we constantly look for tools to make the platform more efficient?
Mm-hmm.
And when we saw it, when we put our dev team on it, and we still customize, like we have a suggestion box, so we have it to where the company, they can, hey, you guys should try this, hey, you guys should try that. We will take like, we don't know it all. We're literally just the first ones in the door, but we want other, so our community is awesome. We definitely wouldn't be here without them. And they are always giving us ideas. And, even when someone has a problem, we're listening to like, okay, why is this, because just because one person speaks about the problem, that means there's another 100 people that's having the same problem that's not speaking. So we definitely invite, support, tickets and suggestion box is what we call it. And we're like, add this, or having our dialer talk to our system outside the system, and just can go in 300 dials an hour and disposition and leave with and literally you're just there, you're there. The scripts that was like huge to make it more efficient. Was it easy to line up? Did it cost? Oh yeah, it costs, but we look at how much time it's going to save.
Yeah. For those that maybe don't know what Level Up is yet, like it's a digital marketing agency for life insurance agents, I guess is a good way to explain it. What else would you share about Level Up for those that have no clue what we're talking about, but that are intrigued now because they're like, yeah, I need some help too.
Yeah. Not to get into number one, sure. I think Level Up, what it was created for, I just go there. Level Up was created for a brand new or seasoned life insurance agent that want to work telesales, but might be missing the mentorship, might be missing the guidance in the community. And we have all that there. The coaching, and the transparency. Yeah. There's a lot of things when we think of lead vendors that, we know, like, that's why we're here. We align so perfectly well. Yeah. Right. And at the end of the day, I was a lead junkie. I wouldn't be here without leads. I started in social media, but that was to get the money up to go buy leads. Yeah. Right. And just to know that on the digital landscape, there is such a bad name for it. Right. So what Betsy and I would sit back and do is like, we need lead vent. Like, no one wanted to do this, Code. Let me just start by saying we did not. Which camera? We did not want to do this. Let me start there. But we recognized that in order to grow, someone had to do it. Yeah. And either we're going to criticize, this, that, and a third on why it's not the way I would do it, or we figured out we need to do it. And one thing that we focus on is transparency, right? That's one of the biggest complaints from agents is, I don't know what the ad does. I don't know what the ad says. Why do they do this angle? We showed the ad, right? Now, they rob our ads, right? Sure. But does it align with our core values? Does it help the majority of the agents be successful by showing them the ads, by helping them with the sales angle, by helping them with their scripting? Does it matter that, do I have to hold my cards tight because you're with this company, that company? No, we have a no poaching, no recruiting zone. We don't deal with it. People are going to come to me regardless. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we wanted to have a foundation to where any agent can plug into and don't matter where and get the same community, get the scripting, be successful. Because we know it's going to come back. Lord knows it's going to come back. It doesn't matter who we're with, because I'm going to think I'm the best. You're going to think you're the best. But at the end of the day, we need these people need help. They need help. They're constantly raising their hands about the products that we have. And before we get caught up in, I can't talk to you because of this or that or the third, we just like, you know what? If you're serious, we don't take everyone. Right. That's the other thing. We don't accept everyone.
Yeah, y'all actually like pre-qualify whether an agent can work with your company, which I love, by the way. I love that. Who's that? Where'd that come from? I love that, by the way. Like, I think that's awesome.
I'll say Betsy because she's not here to cut me off and say that she said it, but I think I did. Actually, no. I mean, it's Level Up. Like, we recognize there's agents that are not prepared for the discipline. They shouldn't be there. We recognize that there's agents that's not going to put the activity in. They shouldn't be there.
Yeah. So does the team interview them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a recorded onboarding call, and they have questions and they have posture. And you can know me. You could be my cousin. If you walk in there saying, hey, I got 3 hours a day, 3 hours a week to do my life insurance business, and I want to make 6 figures, they're going to tell you, that's not realistic. And then, you should try again later when you have more time, because our names are on the line. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going to be, when we go to when we come to CA, I'm not going to be running from you because I promised that you're going to make 6 figures by working no hours out the week and letting automation run your life. Yeah. No, sir, ma'am, you have to dial. I got to dial. What makes you above? Like, there's no AI that's going to be above just dialing.
Yeah.
Yet.
True. Now you let the cat out of the bag a little, just a little. I like that, man. Releasing new stuff on our podcast. How about that, man? That's cool. If they want to learn more about Level Up, we could always add a link in the description below. But is there a certain place we should send them?
I love levelup-CodyAskins.com. Like, boom, you can see it. We're always updating it. We definitely love, we have agents coming in from the platform all the time. That's cool. They are Level Up clients, right? They have your DNA all over it. They're not afraid of hard work, and they're showing success all the way around the community. So that's awesome. Why,
I love
we're
that,
here.
man. I appreciate you helping them. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's why we do this. I mean, we do a lot of the same things, but it's like, dude, I love collaboration.
Absolutely.
And I love, especially when I find people that I really like, that I can tell have really good values, and that care about the success of the agent, even more than their temporary success of their company. I want to align myself with people like that. So I think it's cool.
Well, you set the bar. We're following in your footsteps.
Thanks,
so
buddy. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm guessing they can also, we'll put the link below, levelup-CodyAskins.com. Guess they can also follow you, both of you, on Instagram or a bunch of the social platforms. I was tagging y'all in my story yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? So you guys may have already seen what we're doing together, or a webinar we've done together, etc. Yours is, it's just under
Javon _Spencer _SC.
Boom. Yep. Javon _Spencer _SC. Yep.
Yeah, use my real name. It's we're not. This is why the values have to be. We're not hiding. We're not going anywhere. People call all the time. Trust you me. We have so many. We have literally 40 people in our marketing company, and they still find me to give me. So
you have 40.
40.
Let's go, man.
40, and Betsy's still hiring people.
You did get. It wasn't that big.
No,
a year ago,
no.
6 months ago.
No,
freaking awesome, man. I love it. Well, I appreciate you coming all the way to Springfield, Missouri, hanging out with us. Is there anything else we should share on the podcast before we wrap it up and go eat some lunch?
No, man. Please stay plugged in. Follow me. Come join the community. Man, we have exciting things. When we sit here and talk about changing the industry, we are going to change the industry. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. I promise you. And we are dropping and releasing something that people are trying, people are thinking about. But man, we are here with it.
Yes, they are.
December 12th. It's going to change the way we do business. But we still have to dial. Let me just throw that out there. We're never getting away from dialing in case the world changes. But no.
I love that you guys are joining us also for the 8% Roadshow in Dallas. I appreciate y'all doing that. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of amazing people, man. Ryan Miller is also joining us.
Oh, yeah. Honored to be on that stage, man.
Dude, it's going to be special, man. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being on the podcast and for everything you're doing for the industry.
Appreciate you. And thank you for having the platform so that we can share.
Absolutely. Dude, thank you, buddy. Okay, appreciate you guys listening, hanging out with us on the Power Player Podcast once again. Go follow Javon Spencer and Betsy Barr. Betsy Barr's IG is Betsy K Barr with 2 R's at the end. Betsy K BARR. Appreciate them and everything they're doing at Spencer Financial Group and Level Up Leads. Appreciate you guys listening. Go click the link below to learn more about what they're doing and join their program and see if you can pre-qualify.
Yeah, make it in.
That's
Feel
right.
your best behavior. My folks
Good luck.
don't play.
Right? That's it, man. I love it. We'll see you guys on the next podcast. Adios. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. I'm so excited for today's CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. We got a special guest. He is back on the channel talking about how to sell life insurance from home. Here's what I love about this person. Okay, I'm telling you, this will be one of the best.